Good morning, everyone. Okay, so today I'm glad to be here and talking to you about Morocco. I'm very excited about it. So, as you can see here, this is the flag. This is the Moroccan flag. As you can see, it is red and the star is green. The symbol behind the green star is that it resembles freedom, and this is the outline of today's presentation. First, there is an introduction. After that, I'm talking about Morocco's geography, and then I'm talking about the major city of the country, which is Casablanca. Casablanca is my hometown. And the fourth point is going to be food, which is the most exciting part for me. And then we're talking about some kinds of music, and which is very rich and diverse as Morocco's culture. Okay, so here is an introduction of who I am. First, my name's Fatima Zahra. I am originally from Casablanca City, which is the biggest city in Morocco, and I'm 26 years old. It's been a year since I have been living in Japan. I came October last year. I had a prior teaching experience back home, but I wanted to have an international experience, so I was like, let me go for Japan. And of course, I wanted to discover a completely different culture than what I'm used to. Because I personally prefer meeting people from different cultures and learning about other cultures. That helps the person to grow in many ways, and I'm very thankful for this experience. I continue to learn more and more about Japan on the daily basis, and I'm always looking forward to learning more and more about this culture and other cultures as well. So was a brief introduction, and the next part of this presentation is about Morocco's location. Okay, here is a brief intro about Morocco. Morocco is located in North Africa and is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean, and the influence from Europe and influence from Africa, of course, and influence from the Arab world. There is this Morocco's geography plays a very important role in making it very diverse. The second part is the political regime. Morocco's political regime is constitutional, democratic, parliamentary, and social monarchy. The chief of the state is King Mohammed VI. The capital city is Rabat, and Rabat city is very close to Casablanca. It's about 80 kilometers, and just a quick note that Rabat is one of my favorite cities after my hometown, which is Casablanca. And Morocco's population is 36 million. The official language is Arabic, and Morocco's currency is the Moroccan dirham. Okay, next part. Okay, now let's talk about Casablanca, which is my hometown. Here is an image of Hassan II Mosque, which is considered to be Casablanca's major historical monument. I have always enjoyed going to this cool place, and as you can see, the Atlantic coast. This is Hassan II Mosque. It is built, a part of the mosque is built on the water, and it is considered to be one of the biggest mosques in the world. The architecture of this mosque is very influenced by the Spanish heritage. And down here, there are more clear pictures of the city. But prior to that, we're talking about Casablanca's location. Casablanca is located in the northwest coast of Morocco, and it is the largest city in the country. The city is a port city and commercial hub in western Morocco, and it is considered to be the economic capital. The main capital is Rabat, but people call Casablanca the economic capital because apparently it's the commercial hub, and it is fronting the Atlantic Ocean. Casablanca's French colonial legacy is seen in its downtown. Morisque architecture, a blend of Moorish style and European Art Deco. So the city is very diverse, but at the same time it's very modernized, and this gives Casablanca a very unique atmosphere that you wouldn't find in the other Moroccan cities. It has this clear mixture of modern European influence and also the traditional Moroccan heritage. Here are more images of from the city. As you can see here, the architecture and the design of these doors is very unique, and this is the influence of the Andalusian heritage, and the word Andalusian refers to the Moroccans who came back from Spain and came up with these very beautiful, interesting designs that you wouldn't find any else in the world but in Morocco and Spain. And over here there is the Atlantic coast, as you can see. Oopsie. Over here, this is one of my other favorite spots in the city. Here is the fountain. This area is called Muhammad V Square, and Muhammad V is the grandfather of the current king, which is Muhammad VI. So here, this area is called Muhammad V Square, and over here there is the fountain, as you can see, and usually there are pigeons in this area, and I have always enjoyed going to this area with friends and feeding the pigeons and watching the water dancing in the fountain. So this is a night view. Another thing about Casablanca is that the word Casablanca is a Spanish word which means White House. The majority of the houses in Casablanca are painted white, so therefore it was given this name, and it was named by Spanish people. Now, the most exciting part is the food. Okay. Moroccan food. So over here in this image, you can see a mixture of some of the main Moroccan dishes. Here, this is the chicken cooked with lime and olives. This dish is called, nearby this dish is called rafisa. Over here, this dish is called harira soup. And every Moroccan's favorite dish is couscous. This one over here. In the middle, there is the tagine. Tagine is famous worldwide. And these are sweets, Moroccan sweets. These are called briwat. So here is a glimpse about main Moroccan dishes. Morocco's most familiar dish is couscous, and the thing with this dish is that like 99% of Moroccans need to eat this dish weekly and only on Fridays. And beef is the most commonly eaten red meat in Morocco. Also like lamb, but the main one is beef, everyone's favorite. And it's usually eaten in tagine, the tagine dish, which is up here. Just demonstrate this one. This is the tagine dish. Okay, so beef is usually eaten in tagine with a wide selection of vegetables. Chicken is also very commonly used in tagines or roasted. The Moroccan food usually includes additional ingredients, so it always includes spices. There is a variety of spices, and the additional ingredients tend to be plums, usually dried plums or dried apricots, with boiled eggs and lemon. The unique combination between sweet and savory makes the Moroccan food very super exotic, and Moroccan food is ranked to be number 1 in the Arab world and number 2 after the French cuisine. Personally, if someone asks what my favorite Moroccan dish is, it would be tagine. But it's still hard for me like to say one dish. Like it's also like tagine and other dishes, maybe rafisa, maybe couscous. It's very hard to select just one dish. All of it, Moroccan food is super interesting. Okay, the last part is about music. So, Morocco has a very rich musical culture with flavors of Arabic, Spanish, Amazigh, and Saharan influences. And here I want to explain the word here, Amazigh. Amazigh refers to Moroccan natives because before people came from the Arab world, so there were natives of Morocco, and these people are called Amazigh. And for Saharan influence refers to down south of Morocco, which is the desert part. That's the Moroccan Sahara, and that's the African influence. The Moroccan music reflects the richness of its diversity and echoes its present and past history. There is always this modernized and traditional heritage mixed together, and that creates a very unique modernized Moroccan music. So the type of music differs from region of the country to another. Of course, each region has its own type of music. And most of the popular types are Andalusian, Shabi, Berber, and Gnawa. And I'm explaining each type separately. Okay, for the Andalusian kind, here is an image. Okay, so as you can see here, there is this band with holding the fiddle this way, and these hats are traditionally Moroccan hats. And what the people are wearing here is called jalaba, which is traditional Moroccan dress. It usually comes in different colors, but men usually wear white. And for women, they wear colorful kinds of jalaba. For the Andalusian kind of music is very reflected by the Spanish Moroccan influence. So you always find that Spanish vibe when you listen to Andalusi music. And also one more thing about the Andalusi music is that the majority of the songs are derived from poems that of people who lived in Spain at a time and then came down to Morocco. Other back. Here, amazing. So here is a picture of a band, Amazigh, who are the natives of Morocco. Here, as you can see, this is one of the traditional dances, and there is something different. As you can see, the turban, in comparison to the Andalusi kind, where people wear this kind of red Moroccan hats. But here, for Amazigh people, they wear this kind of turbans. So you can see diversity also in the tools of playing the music and the dances. Here is the Gnawa type. So as you can see here, the band's dress is also different. And this is a specialty for people who play the Gnawa music. They would usually wear this kind of long wear with this Moroccan pattern, and they tend to wear colors that are very, very bold. For instance, here there is red, or they would wear green or orange. And here, the Gnawa type is very influenced by the African influence, and it tends to be with very energetic. When you listen to it, like, you cannot help not dance with it because it's just super energetic. And as you can see here, the tools are also different. And up here I mentioned the Shabi music, and for Shabi music is the kind of modernized / country Moroccan music. So this is the end of today's presentation. I'm very glad to have shared with all of you things about Morocco and have given you a glimpse about this exotic country. Now I'm gonna be checking the chat. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, be checking your questions. so I'm waiting for questions. No questions? Okay, so when is a good time to visit Morocco? I would say there is no particular time that is like perfect for visiting Morocco because Morocco's weather is very mild throughout the whole year. If you are a mountains person, I would recommend going to areas of the Atlas Mountains. For instance, Ifrane City is a very beautiful city, and you would experience over there this beautiful scenery of the mountains, and especially during the snowy season, that's during January or December, which is basically winter season. So if you enjoy winter, of course, just come during winter and go to this area of Ifrane City, and you'd really enjoy the Atlas Mountains. If you are summer, if you enjoy like surfing, for instance, you can come all year round because Morocco has a very beautiful, has very interesting beaches, and we have two coasts, the Atlantic and the Mediterranean. But the Atlantic is the best part for surfing because there are bigger waves, of course. And you could go to cities like Dakhla City, which is in the Moroccan Sahara. And there is also, or you could go all the way up north, like Asila City. There are also beautiful areas for surfing. And since the weather is mild all year round, then if you enjoy surfing, just come all year round and just go to the Atlantic part of the country. And if you enjoy the desert, I would recommend going during springtime. That would be perfect. And of course, going to down south, which is the Moroccan Sahara area. And if you enjoy the city, you should go either to Marrakesh City. There is a lot to do over there. Or come see my hometown, Casablanca. Yes, so, but there is no particular season. It just depends on your interests and hobbies. And you can have a variety of everything you want to experience in Morocco. It's a very diverse place, and you would find what suits your interest. Thank you for this question. Any other questions? So thank you everyone for attending this live presentation, and I hope that I've given you a glimpse about Morocco. So thank you everyone, and have a nice day.